Hello, girlies. We are back to Love a Deep Space again. So it's been a while. I have been busy slash lazy slash and haven't streamed in a while. Hello, Silas, you judging ass. But I'm going on holiday since, so I thought we would blast through a load of stories before we get to Homecoming Wings. The absolute dev story of this one. Do a quick message. So do 5-minute message. Let's go. We're gonna do Discovery. I have to download a bunch of resources. Fun. Okay, then while that's doing, we might as well go to... Guess what we got? So, I'm gonna give, before I show you, I'm gonna do a quick story time. This new banner has come out. And I may have tried to roll for it. And we got this bubby from it. We got Silas. So I'm gonna give my girl a bit of a makeover. I've decided I'd go with Michelle for the look. I can't change the name because I've been diamond farming to the absolute bin. I will change the name once the banner's over because I'm still trying to diamond farm to see if I can get any extra cards or any extra ish. And that's why I'm doing the stream as well. There we go. I'm just gonna do her look so we can... There we go. I've been aura farming. I've been downloading. I've been diamond farming. Okay, how are we doing on the story download? Nice! Let's go to this trauma. We're gonna try and unlock Caleb, hopefully. Oh boy.
With all this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal. But these were...
Oh. Well, we didn't get an Aether core. The mission wasn't a waste of time. We have these modified protocols. The protocol smugglers are taken away and Simone and I return to our Hunters Association. Is my thing on? Yes.
Special authorization confirmed. Good job, everyone.
Oh.
Do your weapons or gear need to be maintained or repaired? Put them on the table.
Oh, it's so cute. Do your weapons need to be replaced or repaired? Slay. Coffee, warm coffee. Put them on the
And
table.
just between you and me, Hunter's Huntin' is serving a fancy meal tonight. Don't miss out.
Also, if you've not noticed, I got the N109 zone. Let me see if I can get the camera. We got the N109 zone pin. Look at that. It's probably inverted because my camera likes to invert. But we got the freaking pin. Girlies. We got the pin. AliExpress with the way. I've been getting so much Lads merch. I don't actually pay into the game. I only have like paid like £5 into the game for the Adam Pass. Apart from that, most of my money just goes to the freaking merch. But if you've seen the TES TikToks today, you would have seen I've been repping the pin. Because I love this pin. It's not as durable unless you put it on like properly, but it works. And I've been repping it. Because I've become more of a fan of Silas. I'm hoping next, I've been seeing like a little keychain plush of Dragon Silas. Or like, and Silas. And I just want a Silas. I want a Silas like keychain plush to add to my current collection of keychain plushes. If I have those three, I have all my three favourites. I just need silence. So we gotta wait for that. The robot loudly whispers as it almost waddles to the armory.
Simone, your gear's suffered some wear and tear lately. Over 65% of it has been damaged in the past 2 weeks.
Oof.
If she didn't help you control your evil, that number would have been higher. 70% at least.
I've also done, like, off camera, I have ravaged through all, like, the story, all the, side cards and things like that. For diamond farming, and also so we can focus on, like, the main story stuff. Andrew is glued to his multi-screen setup. The windows flicker to life like a digital butterfly swarm. Okay.
Look, if building a powerful weapon turns out to be a mistake, you can punish me. Also, lead Andrew, it's been 2 months already. Are there any signs of that ether core? I can understand why the association hasn't told anyone about this. It can't be about saving face, no?
Alright, check this out.
A rolled up combat uniform lands on the table. We look to see Jenna walking towards the control desk.
Captain, what's going on?
Captain! Sorry, I've been watching too much Epic the Musical. I've just been like, Captain! We found a rolled up uniform. A weird yet familiar feeling pulls at my chest. I unfold the uniform. There lies a flat, round object I recognize.
It's a hurt knave's head.
Simone wrinkles her nose in disgust. Without missing a beat, she snatches a pen from Andrew's desk and uses it to push the head away. She ignores the look on his face. How could they just leave a head? Where's the protocol? Jenna finishes drinking her water and tears open a package. She takes out a bread roll.
Because there was only the head. It showed up on Faye Street without anything else. The protocore must still be in its body, but who knows where that is. So, already you can see something's not right here.
Everyone casts their gaze on me. I slowly nod. I can sense a proto-curve. It's similar to the one I brought back from the no-hunt zone number 7 2 months ago, but there's more to it. Is it related to the Aether Core?
Yes, we've detected a large beta protocurve on this head.
That's a new fancy term. Captain, what's a beta protocurve?
Now we just need Alpha and Omega protocurve, and we have the holy trinity of the Omegaverse. I've been reading too much fan fiction. Jenna takes a moment to gather herself. She stands up and the control desk flickers a couple of times. 3D map is projected from
Remember
it.
that incident last month? It occurred on the 8th at 9 a.m. Lincoln Bridge's main pier disappeared from the river for 20 minutes. And on the 14th at 3 a.m., rainbow mists appeared in Goldwood City. Specifically, they materialized in 6 districts within 4 seconds of one another. Then on the 29th, an incident occurred at 4:30 p.m. An ice cream parlor in the Ring Imperial Center was flipped, and customers on the top floor were trapped in the first floor's freezer.
Oh.
The Wanderers behind these have one thing in common. The protocurve produced by their protocores are capable of distorting space itself.
Damn.
We're calling this unique protocurve a beta protocurve for now.
Stop making the APO jokes! Okay, that's
I won't get
cool.
into the details of the analysis. However, after comparing it with the protocurve produced from the Deepspace tunnel region that's in the N109 zone, our current findings reveal that...
Jenna leans forward. She grips the control desk to emphasize her words.
an ether core is involved.
Dun dun dun!
Based on our observations of these wanderers, The Intel Department and Advanced Tech Labs predict we'll observe more beta protocurves in the future.
Oh my gosh, we'll find the alpha and omega protocurves.
That's where new ether cores might appear.
On the map with Lincoln City at its center, points of interest start appearing. They are potential locations, and they're everywhere. Some are even thousands of kilometers away from the city.
Everyone, it's getting dark.
Go to
Night
fucking
will
sleep.
fall, and we all know the big guys lurking
Get
in
to sleep, you
Lincoln
idiots.
shadows are about to make their move.
Okay. I know I need to stop making jokes, but I'm in a hyper mood, guys. You know what I'm like. Captain Jenna revealed a lot of info today. There's another Predacore aside, Aether core aside from the one in my heart and the one in Silas's eye. But it could be in any of those locations, and this Aether core might be incomplete, similar to how in my heart was at first, the Aether core. It will take some time to find that Aether core.
Our mission goes beyond just collecting ether cores. We
Ether
also need to
cores.
investigate the shady
We call it Aether
organizations
cores.
that
I'll just
covet
keep
them
calling
for
it
their
Aether
own
cores.
goals. They're essential.
Oh, never mind.
We'll split up for now, but try not to alert the enemy. We don't want to make things worse.
Don't set that alarm off your corner in the corner, Simona.
Hey,
Turn that alarm.
I
Turn
don't
your
know what
phone
you
off.
went through in the N109 zone, but this operation is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a hero every 5 seconds. Patience is key.
We know what went on in the N109 zone. She met Silas. You can probably tell from that. And she got a cool brooch. You could probably print the bits from there, Jenna. After splitting out after spitting out my toothpaste, I put down my toothbrush and stare at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I unearthed some interesting information in the Association archives today. There are also a few loose ends from my time in the N109 zone that need to be addressed. I first need to deal with what I can handle right now, so... Let's go, we got a mystery incorporated. Hey, you. Ooh. Oh. Are these just side stories, or are these like... I don't know what these are. Oh. I gotta go through these girlies. Okay, I'm gonna do a side story real quick. Hello, Silas. Let's do... Okay, we're gonna do the bioside thing first. Insane. Because we've unlocked a thing. I haven't done this one yet, so I'm gonna do it on camera. Bim bam bosh. Let's get the card.
It's snowing. The snow's so pretty.
Oh, this is kind of cute. Put my favorite lunchbox with snow weather. The hospital is still brightly lit, even maybe the end of the world. This beacon of hope will continue to shine. It's time to find the guardian of this place. The door to the office is just around the corner. The blue light of the computer screen shines. Okay. I rest my back against the wall and quietly lies I. Dr. Zane, you've been working overtime. Here's some delicious food. Me? What am I doing here? Well, that's because...
Come in. Why didn't you walk in earlier? Are you rehearsing some sort of monologue?
Did you hear everything?
You're the only person in the corridor. Besides, you sounded so affectionate that it's hard not to listen. Next time, just come in whenever you want to. There's no need to think of excuses.
I'll do as you say, Dr. Zane. Doctor orders.
Is there a holiday today? Quite a few doctors in the division got off work early.
How horrible of them. It's a rare to experience heavy snowfall in Lincoln City. Don't you think it's a day to remember?
If so, there will be too many days to commemorate in 1 year.
How dare they? Zane's like, how dare they take time off?
What are you holding? Is that a boxed lunch from the convenience store downstairs?
Yuck. I know, working overtime. I bought it for you as a reward. Can't English.
Let's sit down and eat it together then.
Oh. Zane turns off his computer and pulls a chair from behind the desk. He gestures for me to sit down. As he opens his box, he frowns and pulls all the carrots to the side with his utensils. Dr. Zane, carrots are good for you.
You should eat more of them in that case. Here, take my portion.
Bruh, you're being a
No,
picky
I'm not.
eater. Zane replies calmly. I find myself speechless as I look at the extra carrots that seem to be appeared out of thin air.
Have you seen any movies as of late?
I haven't watched any since I've been
I
pretty
have
busy.
2 unused movie tickets.
Nice.
Let's choose a movie on my phone.
Alright, I pick this one.
I'm free next week. What about you?
Next week?
It's okay if you're busy.
Is next Wednesday good?
I'll see you next Wednesday then.
Look, it's snowing outside.
You can take a look if you'd like. Didn't you say it's a good day for seeing snow?
Who was the one who said today was just a normal
It cannot
day?
be considered normal now that you're here. Let's go.
Zane gets up. Just then, the phone on his desk rings. I'm going to head out first. You could just join me later if you're free.
All right.
I love the calming music. Ooh. This piano piece is my favourite. The rooftop door creaks open. The sound of familiar footsteps follow.
You're not dressed warmly enough in this weather.
I'm building a snowman on the rooftop. I turn around to see Zane approaching me with open arms. I instinctively open my arms to greet him, however, he simply stops before me and wraps a scarf around my neck. Thank you, Dr. Zane, for giving me a scarf.
I'm not done with you just yet. Put some gloves on, too.
Oh. Because I shake my head when I... You wear them. Oh, Dr.
That doesn't mean your hands shouldn't. Lincoln City needs your protection.
Oh. They're so big that my hands can't even reach all the way inside.
They're better than nothing. Put them on.
I find my hands wearing Zane's gloves. I point to the brightly lit Lincoln City in the distance. Look, it's so pretty. Lincoln City is more beautiful when it's snowing.
Before, I didn't know why the other doctors were going home early. It makes sense now that I think about it. A day like this is perfect for doing what makes you happy. And meeting people who make you happy.
Oh. Exactly. Otherwise, you'd feel lonely. Zane turns to look at me. Oh, I forgot about him. I take off my gloves and hold the little snowman who's practically drowning in the fresh snow.
Look at your hands, they're freezing. Yet you still wish to do silly things?
How is this being silly? Have you ever heard of the New World, the goddess who created...
She made them from clay. Are you planning to take her place and make people out of snow?
You're half right. I'm planning to have this snowman work for you, Dr. Zane.
Go on.
Look, he has a head but no body. It's so sad. Aren't you going to save him?
I'm impressed at the number of excuses you can make.
It's hopeless. This is coming from the top cardiac surgeon in the country. It's not like even being... I don't think the first day... the day of his demise.
Give him to me.
I'll little snowman in front of Zane. The icy crystals float in his fingertips to create a snowman round body. Aww. Then gave the snowman a pair of eyes in swift.
The patient has been resuscitated.
Oh,
His vital signs are normal.
I love that. What a serious-looking snowman. He's been splitting. Is this been his? Shoots me a glance. He traces a curve on the snowman's mouth.
What about now? Does he resemble you?
Yeah, 2 eyes and a mouth, and a smile that's a little too silly and slightly lonely. You should learn from him and smile more. He has no one ever complimented your smile?
All right. Go ahead.
Your smile is pretty like the spring. Kind of like...
Why did you stop? I suppose you don't have much to say about my smile after all.
I can't think of anything
You should
else.
smile more. You make people feel happy when you do.
Aww.
Are you done watching the snow? We should head back in if you are. We're going to freeze at this rate.
Are you going to leave the poor little snowman by himself? I guess he's destined to be lonely. I put the little snowman back on the ground and wave it a tearful goodbye. Says over slightly towards beside him. The snowflakes that fall on the back of Zane's hand gradually melt.
When it's snowing, it's good to have someone to keep you company so you won't get lonely.
Aww. Nice.
Let's head back.
I pretend not to hear him. I continue to talk to the 2 little snowmen standing side by side on the roof with... You two finally found a friend. I'm not sure about Dr. Zane though. If he is, he's going to be so lonely.
He intends to send you home. However, now that you're here, he doesn't want to be alone anymore.
Oh, poor Zane. He works himself so much that he's just on his own half the time. Oh, that was cute. I liked that one. That one was really sweet. Alright, I think we're done. That one we haven't... Right, let's get back to our little main story bin. Here we go, let's go! The sound of footsteps reverberates, a hollow echo upon the marble floor. Looking up, Zane once again sees a familiar silhouette of the girl in the quiet hospital corridor. Its walls greyish blue and dimly lit by incessant lights. Only the girl stands, right and resolute, yearning to call out to her, yet incapable of making a sound. He has no choice but to quicken his pace and he runs after her. Yet at that moment, terrifying black crystals erupt from the surrounding walls.
No. Stop.
Without warning, the entire space distorts. Those sharp spikes hurtle towards the girl's throat. Panicking, she turns to face him. As their eyes meet, her lips quiver in despair, slowly whispering broken, desperate sounds. Zane. 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 Inside Asuka's rehabilitation center, Zane suddenly opens his eyes. He's in a sleeping pod. His unfocused gaze slowly adjusts. Did you have another nightmare?
Yes.
Rubbing his temples, he sits up. In his eyes is a reflection of my concerned expression.
Don't worry. Lying down in a large box with eyes staring at me. If I could sleep well with that happening, then you'd actually have something to worry about.
Hey, I care about you, and what else am I supposed to do? Someone hasn't gotten a good night's sleep ever since he returned from Eternal. He also keeps using nightmares as an excuse. After returning from my Eternal 2 months ago, Zane's health hasn't been good. It's gotten to the point where he can't sleep at all. However, he doesn't talk about what happened in the Arctic. This reoccurring nightmare is the only thing he is willing to share with me. You still have a business trip next week. At this rate, the doctor might end up collapsing before his patients.
Even if I collapse, there will always be another doctor to take over.
Oh my
matter
gosh,
what.
brother! Stop overworking yourself! Bruv. I pressed my finger against his lips as a warning. No matter how many doctors there are, they're for other people. My doctor is right here in front of me.
All right. I'll be careful and stay alive.
Don't let my worries be a burden to you. I think you started having nightmares after I gave you that crystal fragment from the N109 zone. Zane takes his coat from the coat rack beside the wall. Together we enter the corridor.
They aren't connected, so don't overthink it. It's just a coincidence. Speaking of which, there's been progress with the analysis of that crystal.
Is it related to the protocol syndrome?
At the moment, I've developed a hypothesis based on the data. I'll share the details with you once there are conclusive results.
Okay. Stepping into the elevator, I pressed the button for the ground floor. Zane's reflection appeared on the closing doors, the dark circles under his eye, underlying a deep wariness. Take your time. You should deal with your insomnia first.
Since I can't sleep, I might as well be productive with my time.
So it's not that doctors can't treat themselves, they don't actually want to be treated. I ordered some milk for you. It'll be delivered to your place, and should you sleep, also the hypnotic music.
Are you referring to the lullaby playlist? Did you forget how old I am?
I'm just trying to help as a normal hunter. You don't have to listen to me, Zane.
Since I am your one and only doctor, I should listen to you.
Yeah, of course you should, buddy. We step out of the elevator, and my watch begins to ring. Someone's calling. I gesture to Zane and then move to the side to answer it. Captain Jenna.
Hey, are you available right now? We've detected beta protocurve activity in a certain location.
After a brief explanation, Captain Jenna quickly ends the call. Interesting.
Why are you frowning? Did something happen?
My mission got an update. I need to check in with Captain Jenna, so I might not be able to have dinner with you. Just as I'm about to sprint to the hospital's main... Oh, pair of hands.
Don't run just yet. I'll drive you there.
Sade is such a sweetie. Stop. Like at the beginning you're like, and then you just become such a softie. Right, next one. Upon arriving at the association, I find Alpha Team's office engulfed in silence. Only Jenna stands before the control desk. Her gaze is fixed on a few zoomed in photos that are being projected.
Perfect timing. Let's look at these together.
She waves her hand, and those photos are pushed towards me. As I approach to get a closer look, it becomes evident that a distant figure appears in every picture. The figure is also marked with conspicuous colours, which show traces of of A, B, Beta Protocol. All of them are from the same Wanderer.
Yes, including this morning. Andrew has found its traces 5 times. Beta protocurve activity was detected in every instance.
That means it's related to an Aether Core.
It could very well be carrying one, or an ether core fragment.
Another screen comes into view, showcasing an array of data and information, and positioned at the a blurred image of a Wanderer.
This Wanderer can move by distorting space, and we haven't captured a complete image of it yet. However, the Intel department made a discovery. In areas where it did appear, many patients with protocore syndrome have fallen into a coma. Some even go into shock.
My gaze falls on the left side of the screen. The text reads, location, Chanxia City.
I'll be heading to Changsha City next week. There are a few patients with a severe case of protocore syndrome, so they require Oxo Hospital.
Why is it every
assistance for
single
their treatment.
time that there's a mission, it just incurs Zane is going to be coming with us? Bro's just like, hello, let me tag along. Those patients that Zane mentioned might actually be victims of this Wanderer.
Right now, we suspect there's a connection between these 2 incidents. We could start looking into those patients. And it just so happens that Oxo Hospital will send a medical team to Changsha City next week.
Captain, I would like to make a request. Let me join the medical team as a hunter escort to investigate the Wanderer, pardon me.
Your request has been approved. Our Changsha branch has also started its own operation. Your mission is to confirm whether or not there are signs of an ether core. You can contact us anytime if you need help. We'll be there to offer whatever assistance we can.
Understood. I'll be careful. As I leave the association, Zane's figure appears in the distance. He's been patiently waiting by the road. Just as I'm about to walk over, a massive bouquet of white roses suddenly appears and engulfs my vision.
Miss, I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to finally meet you in person.
And you are?
I'm sorry. I almost forgot that this is our first meeting. But you should have already received my business card a few days ago, along with the flowers.
The man has a gentle gaze, as if to be friendly. He extends his other hand towards
I'm
me.
Carter, from Xander Sciences.
I recall seeing a business card that had mysteriously appeared on my desk not too long ago. It was accompanied by attention-grabbing deliveries as well. Oh, those were from you.
Thanks to your efforts in apprehending those protocore merchants, Xander Sciences was able to recover a valuable batch of protocores. Many patients were saved as a result. Naturally, I wanted to express my gratitude. I wonder if you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me, miss?
She already has plans for tonight.
Oh! A hand pushes away the bouquet. Zane then pulls me to his side as he moves the stand in between me and Carter. Bro is so jealous. Upon seeing Zane's face, Carter's expression notably darkened.
What a coincidence, Zane.
He's like, He's like, oh crap.
It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Why don't the 3 of us have dinner together? My treat.
He's like, no. My gaze quickly shifts from Carter's smile to Zane's indifferent eyes. I sort of understand what's going on. I'm sorry, Mr. Carter. The association strictly prohibits hunters from accepting dinner invitations for work purposes. Ah!
Let's go.
Just as I'm about to turn around, the bouquet blocks my path again.
Miss, I understand there are rules about not having dinner.
Bro!
But the flowers didn't do anything wrong, right?
Take a hint! Bro, take a hint. Before I have the opportunity to decline, Zane swiftly takes the white flowers. He's like, thanks. That is mine now. He glances at them with a blank expression as he gives the roses back to Carter.
They're much appreciated. Unfortunately, there's no room for them in my car.
He's like,
Miss
she's
Hunter?
a taken lady. While Zane is holding my arm, I leave. Carter persistently follows
Actually,
us.
I'm here to give you a reminder. The outside world isn't as safe as Lincoln. Be careful when you're traveling.
And? Bro. He was low-key being kind of creepy.
Seatbelt.
Zane turns the steering wheel, and the car joins the stream of flowing traffic. That guy seems to know you pretty well. Are you acquainted with him? And Xander Sciences, I feel like I've heard that name from somewhere.
Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now. Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff, the best lab, and even the best treatment.
The person Raymond mentioned when we were at his place, that's Carter, right?
We studied under the same professor. That's it. The paths we're walking are completely different.
You two aren't like-minded from what I can tell. I also feel like he's a bit suspicious. A little suspicious. It was obvious he didn't show up just to invite me to dinner, and I can see you're very cautious around him. Is there bad blood between you two? You can tell me about it.
It's not interesting.
Zane has blood blood with somebody, and he's very wary of him. Isn't that interesting already?
The fact that he gave you roses is more than enough to put me on high alert.
Jealous much?
But when he told you to be careful while traveling, I doubt that was a simple, friendly reminder.
No. Just as I'm about to tell Zane about my trip, I think twice, shake my head and smile. Maybe Carter was annoyed and by how we were ignoring him. That's why he tried to scare us. Zane glances at me, a hint of amusement in his eyes. He doesn't say anything else about this topic. In the bustling airport lounge, Grayson is stunned. Several seconds pass before he finally blinks.
So, you're our hunter escort this time?
Pleased with Grayson's reaction, I can't help but imagine what expression Zane will have when he sees me later. I move closer to him and shake my plane ticket at him. What's that expression? Do you feel relieved, or are you even more anxious?
Do you want to know the truth?
While Grayson's tone sounds light-hearted, a subtle tinge of concern appears in his expression.
They say the hospitals are doing an academic exchange. But in reality, we're going there to help them. Why else would they send such a large team? Or even request a hunter escort for that matter?
Having Zane fly all the way there, the situation must be pretty bad.
Actually, the main problem is with one of the patients.
Grayson lowers his voice and leans
His
in closer.
biopsy results show that the crystals in his heart have a certain shape and structure that's different from the ones you'd see with protocore syndrome. Also, when he was admitted to the hospital, he caused a metaflux burst.
As if As if worried I wouldn't believe him, Grayson takes out his phone and shows me
My
a video.
friend who works at Chansha Hospital sent me this. All the flux stabilizers in the ER went down. It was a mess.
Oh, damn. In the video, the sound of an alarm fills the air and the lights flicker uncontrollably. Despite the shaky and blurred footage, the chaotic nature of the scene is unmistakable. An abnormal heart, a sudden burst of metaflux, a picture begins to form in my mind. Something strangely familiar.
Thankfully, no wanderers showed up. But it's strange considering how high the fluctuation index was.
The fluctuation index only tells us the chances of a wanderer appearing. It's not guaranteed. But given the nature of the energy fluctuation, it's weird not a single wanderer appeared. I watched the video again to search for anything I might have missed. Is the metaflux a result of a patient being exposed to that wanderer and the beta protocurve? Grayson, do you mind showing me the other documents related to this?
Sure. What would you like to see?
You shouldn't make assumptions when things are still uncertain.
Oh, hey, old Zane. I love how they just walk in like it's a theatre thing, like, ayo. As Grayson and I lean in, a hand suddenly appears between us. Grayson is slightly nudged to the side.
Dr. Zane.
In one smooth motion, he takes the phone, turns off the screen, and then places it back in Grayson's hand.
Chansha Hospital was built a long time ago. It's not uncommon for their flux stabilizers to experience malfunctions. As for the patient's biopsy results, they need to be further analyzed along with other reports. It's too early to jump to any conclusions.
I lock eyes with Zane. He stands before me with one hand resting on the handle of his suitcase. Good morning, Dr. Zane. I hold up a paper bag. Do you want a black tea cake or egg sandwich? You can only choose one.
I'll have the cake. Did you arrive at the airport early to buy breakfast?
When did I ever say that? I retrieve my suitcase from behind a chair and proudly present my ID as a hunter escort to Zane. Surprise! Contrary to my expectations, I see no traces of astonishment in Zane's expression. Instead, he calmly hands me a hot latte.
Have you ever thought about who approved and signed your escort application and ID request?
Let me guess, it was him. It was frickin' Zane. Let me guess, it was bloody Zane. He was like, I ain't signing off your thing, cause... Yum. Alright, next one. The flight takes several hours. Eventually, the plane lands at Chansha Airport. Boarding the shuttle sent by Chansha Hospital, the medical team immediately heads to their investigation. The chief of surgery, his hair already starting to grey, exchanges pleasantries with Zane before quickly delving into a discussion about the patient.
They're on ECMO. After the open heart surgery, adhesions began to develop. And this morning, we saw the crystals spreading. They're very close to the lungs now.
Then we'll have to perform surgery as soon as possible.
Zane quickly flips through the patient's medical record while putting marks on the paper.
Crystal extraction is already a complex procedure. Those adhesions, we're worried the patient won't be in a stable condition while under anesthesia.
This is our only option. We must perform the surgery.
Damn, we're getting into hospital.
Let's
drama?
reassess the patient's health and proceed once his physical condition allows it.
A few hours later, the surgical lights are turned on in the operating room. The rhythmic sounds of medical equipment reverberate, led by Zane. A team of medical staff focuses on the surgery at hand. The observation room is filled with people, and their gazes are fixed on a large screen. On it, a pair of hands uses a scalpel to meticulously remove tiny crystals.
Clear the view.
After ensuring there's no unusual activity, I make my way to the glass.
Dr. Zane is brave for taking on such a risky case.
Captain Willow.
We meet again.
During my previous visit to Chancellor City, we worked together. After exchanging formalities, she shows me the updated data. In a matter of seconds, the record of a wanderer's recent activities appears on my watch's built-in 3D map. It managed to traverse the entire city in 5 minutes. I've never seen a wanderer move that fast before. Captain Jenna said there's no clear image of the wanderer yet. Do you have any leads?
We did some comparisons. Aside from the protocorps not aligning, the Wanderer closely resembles Mist.
But if you look at all the data, the traits this Wanderer exhibits are different from the Mist we've seen.
I don't know what got into it, and how it managed to hide so well.
Perhaps the Aether Core made it mutate or something. Or so we think. Suddenly, discussion erupts next to us. It draws my and Willow's attention to the screen. A scale-like tiny crystal is slowly being peeled away from the edge of a blood vessel. Ooh.
Surgeons have some steady hands, huh?
That crystal. It's exactly like the ones on the monsters in the N109 zone. Zane must have noticed it too. Regaining my composure, I immediately look at him. Under the surgical cap, his eyes remain calm and focused. He continues with the procedure until the crystals placed onto the surgical tray.
Does it look alright on the ultrasound? Yes, it came up. Any bleeding? No. Let's wrap it up.
Applause erupts throughout the observation room and relief washes over me. However, I feel a strange, unusual tremor in my chest. Something is rapidly expanding. Metaflux. The alarm from the flux stabilizers resound throughout the entire operating room. Captain Willow and I exchange a look and immediately get to work. She starts evacuating the stretchers while I run to the intercom. A wanderer is about to appear. You need to move.
Dr. Zane, the patient's blood pressure is dropping. Increase the adrenaline to 0.1 micrograms.
The alarm becomes louder. I immediately pull out my gun and aim at the area where the energy fluctuation has peaked. The faint energy fluctuation dissipates, yet the tremors I feel in my chest show no sign of subsiding. Zane, you need to leave, or else it'll be too late.
The patient's vitals are unstable.
He's not
Moving
moving!
them isn't feasible right now.
Through the glass, Zane looks at me, his gaze as calm as ever.
Can you suppress the accumulating metaflux with your evil?
I meet Zane's gaze that cuddles a subtle attempt to comfort me. My attention turns to Grayson and the others who are visibly worried. They wait for my response. I'll do my best.
Give me 5 minutes. Let's continue.
Ooh, we're going into battle. We're going into battle, boys. Let's go. Alright, we've got the next one. Oh, I thought it would be like a battle thing. Using my evil and the flux stabilizers, I successfully buy the necessary time for Zane to finish suturing. when the surgery ends, the metal flux suddenly dissipates, as if what happened earlier was an illusion. Other medical staff will handle the following follow-up procedures. I change out my sterile suit. Just as I'm catching my breath, Zane pulls me into the lounge where no one's around.
Give me your left hand. I'll do a quick evil examination.
Zane sets down a metal tray, picks up a cotton ball soaked in medicine, and begins to disinfect my hand. I'm fine. I might have overdone it, but my use of evil is better than before.
While that is how you feel, I suggest waiting for the results and listening to what your primary care physician has to say. Also,
a cooling sensation emanates from the palm of my hand. As he holds my fingers, he applies patches to each one.
you should be well aware that the metaflux earlier wasn't something an ordinary wanderer could generate.
You knew since the beginning?
Don't tell me you actually believed I thought you were a hunter escort whose sole purpose is to protect us.
Oh. Of course you and Dr. Noah have known about the existence of aether cores for a while now. Strengthening my posture, I start thinking. You noticed that during the surgery, right? That crystal was very similar to the samples I gave you. I'm almost 100% sure the wanderer that attacked this patient is related to the aether core. It's possible the aether core made those monsters in the M109 zone transform into their horrible state.
Not necessarily.
The examination receipt bleeps. Zane observes the fluctuating numbers displayed on the screen as he continues to speak.
The ether core shouldn't be what's causing the mutations. Your heart's integration with one is a perfect example. Given the extent of the mutation you've described, I'm more inclined to believe that someone attempted to be smart, but ended up failing in the process.
Are you saying someone is responsible for the appearance of those monsters and this patient's condition?
I'm merely speculating. Don't forget, in this world, many forces covet the ether core. You haven't met all of them yet.
Oh, interesting. You're right.
All is well.
The machine beeps, which indicates the end of the examination. Zane carefully removes the patches from my hand and puts them away. In a quiet room, the second hand of the wall clock moves quietly, plucking the faint light enveloping. I can't help but yawn. I told you I was fine. If I have to say there's a problem, then I'm feeling a little tired now.
Watching a surgery must have been boring.
Not at all. It's actually my first time seeing you perform surgery. You've looked cool. Taking a paper bag from the table, he settles on one side of the couch. He grabs a sandwich and pulls it apart with his clean hands.
The hospital cafeteria is closed. We'll have to make do with what's available to us.
While the chaos has subsided, the permanent scent of disinfectant lingers in my nostrils. My whole body is tired, my mind is excited. I decided to direct my excess energy to the surgeon himself. When you were listening to me before, someone said he'll learn to accept compliments from others.
I accept accept your compliment.
Oh. The sandwich bread is already flat and no longer looks appetizing. With the finesse of a seasoned chef, Zane lifts the bread and removes the greasy bacon. He then proceeds to discard the whittled lettuce, leaving only the ham slices, red cabbage, and shredded pork that withstood the test of time. Today will be very memorable for me. Not only did I see you perform surgery for the first time, but I also had the privilege of observing a sandwich undergo surgery.
I've just removed the parts that experienced excessive nutrient loss and would have impacted digestion.
Is nutrition one of the things you researched? Is there anything Dr. Zane can't master?
I have to admit that when it comes to accepting compliments, I'm not very good in front of you. But I suppose there's a chance for you to teach me in person.
Looking at me with a meaningful expression, Zane places the surgery affected sandwich into my hand. He then pulls out his phone. Baffled, I lean in as I watch Zane taps. As Zane taps on a message notification, he pulls out a medical team group chat which was created earlier today. Grayson had shared a group photo there where the medical staff, their smiles tinged with wariness, held vessels that are visibly cracked. Were these cracked by the energy I couldn't contain when I lost my target?
You overdid it, yes. But the medical staff said you're the most surprising hunter they've ever seen.
They don't need to go that far. Right, I'm going to quickly go to Luke's. I need the toilet. We're going to be back with Zane in a moment. I'm going to go to BRB. She is back, the girl is back, and we are back with Zane. Okay, let's continue. They don't need to go that far. Embarrassed, I sheepishly laugh. I quickly shift my attention to eliminating the sandwich. Before Zane can speak, his phone abruptly starts ringing.
Hello?
Upon hearing the voice on the other end, Zane freezes. Suddenly, surprise suddenly appears on his
The
face.
patient woke up?
Oh. Huh? Wait, what? What? A patient woke up? Who's this freaking patient, man? Okay. Interesting. Patient woke up. Alright, let's check. I'm gonna check the audio real quick. Yeah, we're good. When Zane, Grayson, and I arrive at the entrance to the ICU, a nurse approaches us.
Do you know why he regained consciousness so quickly?
We're not sure. He shouldn't have woken up already. Look at this, Dr. Zane. All his vital signs are improving.
Zane and Dr. Grayson change into sterile suits and enter the ward. I wait outside.
Can you hear me? Do you remember where we are? Look at my finger.
I really wasn't expecting him to save the patient when they were at death's door.
Mr. Carter.
Hello. We meet again, miss.
With the sudden appearance of Carter, I cautiously step to the side. However, he greets me with a smile. He raises both of his hands.
Don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't following you. This patient happens to be an important client of Xander Sciences. After hearing about the incident, I decided to pay him a visit.
You weren't there when he was in critical condition. I don't think he's that important to you.
What do you mean?
He leans against the wall and casually looks at the glass door.
If it weren't for Xander Sciences, his fragile heart would have stopped a long time ago. What we're pursuing is far more stunning and ambitious than these petty solutions.
Bro, what in the high horse do you mean? Is that so? Observing my indifferent reaction, Carter furrows his brow. A hint of disappointment appears on his face.
Aren't you curious about the kind of work we're doing?
Let me guess, it's some Frankenstein crap. I'm not. He shakes his head and his unusual pretentious smile graces his face again.
It's okay. You'll be interested someday.
What the hell do you mean by that, my guy? You'll be interested someday. That's some shady stuff, my guy.
After all, only Xander Sciences can provide answers to the questions about your heart.
Is that a threat, my guy? Is that a threat, bruh? Why I gotta... Oh, big slap. Frickin'... What you doing, mans? You up for a fight? I'm putting it down. Fight. Frowning, I suppress the urge to ask more. I redirect my attention back to the ward. He is testing.
Hey, Dr. Zane wants you inside.
Zane just watched her interact with Carter and he was like, right, bring Michelle in, we can't have this. Grayson hurriedly walks out and hands me a sterile suit.
Excuse me, this is the ICU. For the patient's sake, we kindly request that unrelated individuals leave.
Having no intention of paying any more attention to Carter, I change into the sterile suit and enter the room. The man laying down on the bed has his eyes half open. His voice is weak yet infused with tangible excitement.
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh no.
All his vital signs appear to be normal. However, under normal circumstances, a person wouldn't recover this quickly.
I don't like the sound of that. As Zane talks, he directs a meaningful look to me.
More anomalies may occur. Stay on your toes.
Acknowledging his warning, I nod. I move to the bed, introduce myself, and state the purpose of my visit, then proceed to ask questions. Davis, you said you're back. Where were you?
It trapped me. I couldn't get out. It was like a nightmare. I couldn't wake up.
I turn my watch and pull a picture of mist. When you say it, do you mean this?
Yes. It was that thing. It was inside of me. But it wasn't.
Suddenly, the vital sign monitor starts beeping loudly. The man in the bed begins convulsing as if something started choking him. Metaflux, Zane. I quickly pull out my gun and sense a more intense fluctuation. It surges and engulfs the entire room instantly.
Grayson, transfer the patient to another room and prepare for resuscitation.
Quickly, a rift appears and reveals the shadowy figure of a wanderer. Moving myself to the front of the bed, I point my gun at the wanderer. However, it disappears in the blink of an eye. A second later, it materializes like a phantom in another location.
Hey, behind you.
Evading its slashing, I aim my gun at the center of the fluctuation. However, a tremor overwhelms my chest. I barely feel any pain, only a dense white fog surges before me and obscures my vision. The war dissipates as if my surroundings are transforming into another realm. The last thing I see is Zane rushing towards me. Zane, watch out. Oh, girl, no! It's just trauma after trauma after trauma. My gosh, what's happened to our girl? What has happened to our girl? It feels as if my body is plummeting into a thick fog. This sensation of weightlessness threatens to push my heartbeat out of my chest. Amidst the chaos, I muster all my strength to find something, anything to hold on to, and after what feels like forever, my feet touch the solid ground. My surroundings become clear. Bathed in dim, feeble light, a long corridor appears before me. Its end remains hidden in the mist. I am at a hospital now. I feel a faint tremor in my chest. A familiar energy fluctuation surges with the mist. It drags me somewhere. This fluctuation is an aether core. I'm probably in the Wanderer's protofield. As I stand in the empty space, the sound of approaching footsteps reaches my ear. Turning around, I notice a dark figure. Zane? On the onslaught of sharp ice crystal materializes around me. They're ready to pierce my heart. The ground beneath me disappears and I find myself falling into a sense of weightlessness again. As I float in this void, blurred lights and sounds rush past me like an avalanche. What's happening? Oh, within the boundless darkness, it's as if a pair of hands gently lift my tired soul. I struggle to open my eyes. After feeling my steady heartbeat for several seconds, I sit up on the bed.
You're awake.
By the floor-to-ceiling window stands a figure wearing black clothing. Turns around. Stands a figure wearing black clothing. He turns around. Behind him are dilapidated buildings and the sunset's tender light. Zane. The figure takes another step, his appearance nearly overlapping with the dark figure I had seen before I moved back.
How are you feeling?
After hesitating for a moment, I reach out and touch his cheek. I trace his eyebrows and the contours of his face. I recognize the features I know so well. In this silence, he remains motionless. He just looks at me. I'm fine. I think I just had a dream. Perhaps it's the influence of the protofield that caused me to have these strange illusions. Shaking my head to clear my thoughts, I shift my focus to the room. The cracked greyish white walls enclose a space where a sofa, holographic screen, refrigerator, and various functional home appliances exist in close proximity. It looks like the home of someone who struggles with living a normal life.
Do you remember what happened in the ward?
The wonderer that suddenly appeared, the tremor in my heart, and Zane running towards me, memories gradually find their way back to my mind. Are we still in the Wanderer's protofield?
Yes.
Following Zane's gaze, I get up from the bed and join him looking out the window. As the final remnants of twilight vanish, the city stands before us under a light blue sky. Its desolation is evident. This place is a rusted skeleton of its former self. And although it's faint, the energy fluctuations are around us are similar to an aether core's. This wondrous protocol must possess an aether core's energy. But in my dream, it's as if the chill from those ice crystals still lingers in the air. I grip my arms tightly, more tightly.
You're awake now. Remember that whatever you dreamt about was only a dream.
A blanket is draped over my shoulders. I reach out as he walks away before I can touch him. Zane opens the refrigerator, revealing a collection of peculiar bottles with mysterious liquid and a jar half filled with chocolate. After opening the jar, he offers me a few pieces to their packaging unexpectedly fancy. I'm not hungry.
According to my perception of time, you've been unconscious for 2 days.
Damn, that's
If you
a long
don't eat
time.
or drink something, I'm afraid you won't have the energy to find the Wanderer.
The scent of chocolate saturates the air and ignites my appetite. What if the Wanderer launches a surprise attack while we're resting? Despite my words, I find myself sinking into the worn-out couch. I unwrap the chocolate with Zane. I look up, my gaze falls upon a bit of vibrant green on a desk. It's a flower pot with a jasmine in it. It sticks out like a sore thumb in this desolate world. While the branches and leaves retain their green hue, the stem has almost started to wither. Is it normal to see jasmine in a Wanderer's protofield?
What are you implying?
The patient who was attacked by the Wanderer fell into a nightmare. They were trapped in their own dream. In other words, the environment we're currently seeing in the protofield must also be an manifestation of someone's dream. And I don't remember ever seeing anything here. This is your dream. So this is your dream.
Are there any comments you'd like to make about it?
Even in a world as broken as this, chocolate still exists. I expected nothing less from you.
Shouldn't you be saying something like, "Thank goodness it's Zane's dream. We can still eat chocolate."
Mood. Zane, who's wearing nothing but black clothes, appears somewhat strange. Maybe this is how he sees himself in his dream.
I have dreamt of this place. However, the jasmine hasn't wilted yet, and the world itself isn't in such a dilapidated state.
In this, the nightmare you've been having then? Is this it? Zane is quiet for a while before responding in a soft voice.
Yes.
Don't be scared. Dreams are the opposite of reality. I offer an unwrapped chocolate to his lips. Try it. Who knows? Maybe the chocolate in your nightmares doesn't even taste like chocolate. He lowers his head and eats the chocolate.
It's carrot flavored.
Oh, liar. He looks out the window again, where the silhouette of a bird flies across the darkened sky.
Since dreams are the opposite of reality, perhaps I'm not a doctor in this one.
Huh. I've been watching some lore videos, so I have some context y'all don't. I ain't gonna mention the lore. If y'all want spoilers, there's plenty of creators that do long lore videos. Amazing videos that I recommend watching, but I ain't spoiling anything. Everything is a hazy blur in dreams, yet in Zane's dream, the flowers, trees, streets and shops appear with remarkable clarity. I can't help but wonder how long this dream has haunted him, incessantly replaying itself to the point where every detail is fleshed out.
While it resembles my dreamscape, I can tell it's a proto-field. Over there.
He guides me to an entrance of a narrow alley. The road ahead is covered in a thick fog. It's as if we've reached the edge of the dream itself. Even from the fog, a cluster of black crystals has emerged. It blooms like a flower and is as tall as a 3-story building. It blocks the path. A protocol cluster?
It regenerates very quickly after it's broken. I'd say it's as good as new within a few seconds. Yes, I tried destroying it before you woke up.
As I recall my past battles, a hypothesis forms in my mind. I think I know what's going on here. There must be another protocol cluster in this protofield, and they provide energy to each other. We need to destroy both of them to leave this protofield.
Eating sweets certainly makes one smarter.
Thank you for the compliment. I gestured towards him. Though I'm only slightly smarter than you. Chuckling, Zane pulls down my hand. Since this is your dream, do you think you know where the protocol cluster is?
When you're in a proto-field, using evol in a scientific matter is more effective than dreaming.
The protofield is practically drenched in erratic energy fluctuations. Yes, amidst the entanglement of protocol curves, I detect one that stands out. I open my eyes and point in a direction. From what I've sensed, the second protocol cluster should be on the other side of the protofield. Similar energy fluctuations appear from another direction. I look at Zane. Which one would you like to pick? Zane looks into the distance. I don't know if I imagined it or not, but some sort of emotion stirred in his eyes. There we go.
The one that's farthest away.
The far end of the city is cloaked in black mist, resembling the gaping maw of a beast hidden in the shadows. Nope, I want that one. I understand this is your dream, so you know where the dangers are, but are you going to face them once again?
This is my dream. I can get to my destination faster than you.
But your dream isn't exactly being nice to you right now. Maybe the more you try to use it, the more it'll use you instead. Let me go instead.
You.
Don't push yourself. Don't push yourself when you're in trouble. I got your back. That's a tip from your hunter escort. Smiling, I take a step back and pat his head. Oh. Without waiting for Zane to respond, I wave and start walking.
Don't push yourself. That's a tip from your primary care physician.
That's gonna be an ongoing line for him. Behind me, I hear a soft sigh followed by Zane's words that are tinged with worry. Turning around, I catch a glimpse of him standing in the shadows. He's far away now, so I can't see his expression. I press my lips into a thin line and run. Regardless of whether it's him or me, we know we'll always support each other. As the girl walks away, her figure disappears from... So we're going from Zane's POV now. Her figure disappearing from the fork in the road, Zane turns his gaze towards the alley's depth. Within the thick fog, a broken street light flickers immediately. Oh. He raises his hand, parts of the mist detach themselves from the air, spiraling and condensing. They coalesce into icicles above his palm. Dark impurities slightly emerge from within them, but they stop spreading just as they're about to breach the outermost layer of the white crystals. As if a looming dark hole threatens to consume every pure and white, yet a thin, unwavering layer of pristine ice remains resolute in being the last line of defense. Shadows stretch, and in the boundless fog, the protocol cluster awaits his arrival like a slumbering wanderer. In the mist, a cold wind materializes as aggressive figures sluggishly stir. The ice crystals in his palm slice the air, seemingly hit nothing, but the protocol cluster shimmers for a fleeting moment. As more wanderers emerge, their roars resound, and their figures phase in and out. The ice crystals solidify into sharp blades. Zane delivers his attack with decisive precision. Blades of ice tear through the darkness, and a pungent scent permeates the air. The ground beneath his feet suddenly transforms. It turns soft and seemingly like slimy like sludge, stubbornly clinging to his legs. Dazed, Zane looks down, peering through the mist and layers of unclear ice. His gaze falls into his palm.
Zane!
A bloody hue taints his hand. An eerie shadow is cast over his senses. He's momentarily transported back to that bone-chilling nightmare. Zane is shocked. He looks up and knows who's standing before him. The tension is palpable, gripping him.
William?
Oh?
It's too late. Please.
Who's William? In the howling ice wind, Zane hears his heavy breaths. Once again, he's returning to the endless snow-covered expanse of Mount Eternal. Bloody tears stream down from William's empty eye sockets, and an array of faces emerges from the cluster projection. What has happened up there?
Are you going to celebrate my birthday with me? Why did you kill me?
What is with all this trauma all of a sudden? Zane!
Aren't you a doctor?
Buddy!
You should have saved me! Why didn't you save me and my child?
Buddy!
Zane, please. Kill me.
No! I hate this. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. He's suffocating. He's trapped. His head is spinning. Zane notices his fingers are trembling uncontrollably. He staggers back, only to trip over something again.
It's just an illusion.
Oh, my poor sweet summer child! More and more hands stretch out towards him. They're frozen. The space around him shatters and distorts into mirrors. They reflect his bloodshot eyes. They reflect his hands. They reflect his hands are clenching so tightly the veins bulge. A black icicle suddenly pierces through the mirrors and shatters part of the protocol cluster. The protocol cluster doesn't regenerate, it resembles a cliff, teetering on the edge, ready to collapse in on itself.
She made it.
As the mirror shards shatter, as the mirror shards dissolve into black mist, the cold light intensifies and casts an eternal glow. Determined, Zane thrusts the ice blade into the human figure. Zane? The ice blade stops as Zane's pupils contract. It's her. But she can't possibly be here. They're your patients. How could you? Am I next? You'll kill me, right? No. You're not sane. Who are you? It's a face he knows so well. In this unspeakable nightmare, her expression is filled with disbelief and pain. Yes, it's her. Zane, kill me. Oh. Black ice flowers bloom from her chest, their petals unfurling. She's as light as a piece of paper, separated from life's weight, yet she falls almost with a thud in his stiff embrace. Buzzing engulfs Zane's ears as he's once again pulled into the depths of a never-ending nightmare. While he knows it's an illusion, he can't break free. At that moment, the cracked protocol cluster pulsates with a blood-red light. The air trembles around it. Stop traumatizing my poor boy. The other protocol cluster, the illusion in his arms, changes again. He doesn't look up, he only clenches his fist.
It's time to end this.
Yes, let's go. A cold gleam flickers and pure black ice crystals surge beneath him. They freeze every figure that lurks within the shadows. The darkness is suppressed and his surroundings change. It's foggy. A blurry figure gradually emerges and cracks in this space. I'm gonna go get a drink. I am thirsty. So I'll be right back. Hello, welcome. Oh. Hello, welcome back to the Dr. Zane Trauma Show. Let's continue. I've got my Mega Glug, so I'm not gonna be thirsty. Goodness. The darkness is suppressed and its surroundings change. It's foggy. A blurry figure gradually emerges from the cracks in the space. Zane conjures black ice and takes aim. However, his body becomes immobile, as if he's frozen in place.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger just for her.
Stop with the Zane trauma! Freaking hell. His entire body continues encased in ice. Black crystals pierce his chest and spread to his fingers. The intense pain leaves Zane back drenched in sweat. He's unable to control his body as he collapses. His heart races in fear as he hears that cold voice.
Seek your destiny. Only then can you be redeemed.
Oh, poor boy. He's trying to save everybody else's life, but he can't help himself. This hurts. I feel like that line I just did just encapsulates Zane entirely. He's so encapsulated in trying to save other people that the trauma of them being dead traumatizes him, I guess. Or the trauma of losing people. Oh, it's so sad. As the protocol cluster shatters, a distant tremor ripples through the air. The space around me transforms into mist. The moonlight shines down. Then the fog dissipates and I feel the ground beneath my feet. I cautiously assess my surroundings and see I'm in a garden at the back of a hospital. I think what's interesting about Zane's trauma compared to the others, I relate to Raphael's and Silas's one the most in the sense of, like, it is quite fantastical, their, like, backstory and stuff with past lives and whatever, but also I think their fear of, like, Raphael and Silas's fear of, you know, being abandoned or rejected or stereotypes and things like that is very something I relate to, but Zane's is very... What's interesting about what I'm finding out about Zane's stuff is that it's more real. I'm not saying Silas and Raphael's backstory is very, like, fantastical, like, has that fantasy element of past lives, parallel universe, whatever. Whereas this one, it does have a bit of that, but it's very much more like the trauma of losing people from being a doctor, which I feel like a lot, or just the trauma of losing people, which I think in general, his feels very real in that sense. Very grounded, very real. Something that a lot of probably people who are doctors or like work in the medical industry can relate to a lot. And I appreciate that with Zane. Everybody's backstory in this game is so different, right? It's so complex. I love it. Even like characters that I'm like with Zane, I've loved every single character's like backstory and deepening their story since playing this game. And I think the Infold have done a great job of not just making like handsome male characters, but really deepening their story, making their story rich and rounded, and them as characters have so much layers to them. And I think that's what makes this game so well done, in my opinion. Anyways, let's continue. Something's not right. This is Lincoln's Axo Hospital. We should be in Chancia. My heartbeat quickens and a sense of foreboding washes over me. Holding my gun, I push open the door that leads to the hospital. Behind the door, a white mist emerges. When it cleared, I noticed Zane was back at... I was back at Zane's place, but by the couch as someone was lying on the floor with their back to me. Zane? Oh no. Oh.
Be careful.
Oh, that was...
We haven't escaped this dream. There are 2 layers, and the Wanderer is still here.
I rush over to Zane and help him. He weakly presses his hand against his left shoulder. His expression alone shows how much he's in pain. The ice! Zane clenches his left hand and moves away from my hand.
The ice. It's dangerous. Don't touch.
Oh no.
It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
Oh no. A sudden voice in my head gave me pause. Despite the warning, I lean in and inspect Zane's injury, feeling my heart sink with every passing moment. With each passing moment, sorry. There are no visible external injuries on his body, yet a blackened ice spreads across his wrist and back and neck, sorry. It doesn't seem like it'll disappear anytime soon. I don't think you're just losing control of your evil. Let me see if I can help.
Don't worry. I'm fine. It was just...
You're not freaking fine. Look at that, mate. You are not fine, buddy. You can't say you're fine when you have... Sorry, I'm pointing like... I'll use my mouse. You can't say you're fine when you have this freaking section climbing up your neck, buddy. You can't say you're fine when you have this stuff here. It's like saying I'm fine and then having like a deep cut on you or something like that. That is not fine. Don't... Oh.
Don't waste your time on me.
Oh
we
my
can still go
god.
after her.
Focus on taking care of yourself. From now on, you listen... Oh, there we go. There's no using restate if I... Oh, never mind. So evil first.
My left shoulder. A little lower.
I'll just hold. Might feel a little... I'm not gonna try and read it because it's quite quick.
I would hope so. I know how this nightmare ends. Wanderers aren't the only threat here. When push comes to shove, leaving me behind might be for the best. If I do something that ends up hurting you, don't go easy on me.
He's just such a hurt boy. Goodness.
What happened? Letting you step into this nightmare, perhaps, was another mistake. But at least I have one last choice.
What is he doing? What are you doing to Michelle? Bro, what are you doing? No, not again. Is he freezing himself? What is he doing? I gather my thoughts. The wary face before me momentarily merges with the blurry image of Zane in my fragmented memories, but they immediately separate. Wait, when I was pulled into the protofield, I was attacked by that wanderer and lost consciousness. The wound should be on my body, but it's gone. I give Zane an inquisitive look. I want an answer, but he averts his gaze again. Zane, what did you do while I was unconscious? Aww. It's the fact that what hurts me about Zane, it's the fact that he constantly is like, I think this is probably a thing with doctors and quite a lot of doctors in general, is that he gives orders for us to take care of himself. Well, for MC to take care of herself. Or in this case, Michelle, but we're gonna say MC. MC to take care of herself, but then he never really takes that advice on himself, which I think I can relate to a lot. I give a lot of advice to people to be like, do this, do that, whatever, and then just never take it on myself. Like, a lot of people do that. Always take on your own advice, guys. If you give good advice, you have to take that on yourself as well. Don't abandon yourself. Don't abandon yourself. Don't put yourself above others and vice versa. Well, don't. Anyways, yes, don't put yourself above others. Zane, what did you do while I was unconscious? Is this why you're losing control of your evil? Zane. Your silence confirms my suspicion. I lower my head and my hands that rest on his titan. Okay. Before the worry and guilt in my heart coalesce into coherent words, they disappear because of Zane's presence. He lowers his head and his chin rests on top of my head.
You're my hunter escort, correct? Protecting you was protecting myself. And after subjecting you to a distressing dream, ensuring you can leave safely is the least I should do.
Why are you making it sound like you dragging me through hell? Sound like you dragged me through hell and back. Your dream didn't hurt me. The mystic's exploiting it.
What if the Wanderer wasn't the only source of danger? You've seen how bleak and oppressive this dream is. As you said, it's not exactly being nice to me.
Oh, buddy.
Perhaps the dream itself is the real threat here.
Oh boy. Zane talks slower, enunciating each word with a gentle tone. It's as if he's trying to calm at his simmering inner turmoil. I realised something after we entered the protofield. That's based on Zane's dream. He's been acting more hesitant. Could it be... Zane, this nightmare is more than just a dream. You know that, right? I sense his hand subtly move, a testament to its master's emotions that are always restrained.
A dream remains a dream so long as you wake up from it. But when that day comes, when I can't wake up...
Stop. I'm gonna fucking cry. Why does this game do this to me? I'm gonna have a fun stream. It's gonna be so fun. And then this game hits me with the fucking character, with the bloody character trauma. Oh, buddy. Oh, Zane, buddy. What have you done? Oh. Are you worried you'll be trapped in your dreams, or that your dreams will encroach on reality? If that day ever comes. I believe my primary care physician would never leave me alone. So I will wait for you in reality until you wake up. I'm freaking cry. The resonance light quickly flows from my fingers as they make a not so solemn promise in a calm voice. Zane's breath hitches as if suspended in the air for a while, then he exhales. His breath carrying the weight of an unspoken sentiments. If all else fails, I'll bury you in the body of Snowman. You'll be a super big snowman. Oh, so good, man. Why is this writing so good, buddy? This poor man. You'll be a big snowman. I close my eyes and banish my myriad of questions and worries from my mind. If you can't deal with it by yourself, then we'll face it together. Yes, I'm the best there is, and I'm sure. And I'm sure I can lend a hand.
I see your problem-solving skills are more on the straightforward, brutal side. Should we consider this a side effect of you becoming stronger?
Being her doctor! Oh my. He's like. She's like trying to help him, and he's like, you know, let me go into doctor mode. It's called having the freedom that comes with power. Oh. All the black ice has disappeared. How are you feeling? Does it still hurt? I look up and meet Zane's gaze. It seems he's been observing me for a while.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh, thank goodness, boy. Just as I'm about to tell Zane not to lie again, he turns over my hand. A slimmer of glimmering ice light appears in my palm. He takes back his hand, and two chubby white little lights. Snails. Those are snails. Seals tumble into my hand. Oh, he's making chubby seals. He's making chubby ice seals. Oh. Bruh. Chubby ice seals. I love it.
You get two. As an escort, you are very professional while on the job. This is your reward, since I have nothing else to give you.
Oh, Zane, buddy. You've got up in my rankings, man. You've got up in my freaking rankings. I don't know where to put all these characters now. They're all so bloody good. From where I am, light and shadows dance upon his features. They accumulate the mirth in his eyes. You keep telling me not to push myself, but you also need to stop disregarding your safety. Exactly, Queen. He nods. I clench my hand and reach out to him. I help him stand on his feet as I get up. You said the stream has 2 layers. Are we in the outer one? Because we broke the inner layer. Zane doesn't refute my statement. He turns around and walks ahead to open the door. We step out to be greeted by the night breeze. We retrace our steps through the corridor and return to the hospital garden, which feels familiar yet strange. Zane, man.
A mutated wanderer's protofield defies normal logic. It could be hiding anywhere.
Okay, we're back to serious mode. We're out of depression field. We're back into serious wanderer hunting. Outside the hospital, skyscrapers rise towering concrete trees in a forest. Meanwhile, the rest of the city stands in eerie silence. I can use my invol to return to the to return the protofield to its original state.
Negative consequences born from mistakes don't need to be fixed.
The sky swiftly darkens as if time itself has been accelerated.
We have no choice but to destroy this place.
Wait, you're evil. We'll do it together. Come on. Bop.
Are you ready?
Let's go! Resonate! Black snowflakes drift from our interlocked fingers. The night wind momentarily suspects before swirling into a frenzied flurry once more. Underneath our feet, a vast expanse of ice crystals happen, I guess. The ground, the buildings, and even the particles floating in the air were all ensnared in the swift spread of chilling night, wrapped in its icy embrace. In an instant, the entire world froze into a black amber. A rift violently tears through the fabric of this space. The Wanderer can't hide anymore. It screeches and reveals its true form. Oh, there it is. Let's go. Zane's coat flutters wildly in the wind. Amidst nightmarish darkness, an icy glimmer materializes in his hand.
Let's end this before the breaking dawn arrives.
Let's go! Let's go, girlies, let's go! Oh, this game is so good. This game be so bloody good. I love it. I love crying on stream. Really crying on stream. Bloody hell. Right, let's go! Let's fight this.
This might be a long night.
That's what she said.
Dangerous. Look after with our combined strength.
Here I go. My turn.
Victory is within reach. It is falling apart. That was fast.
So were you.
Don't rush. Let's see what it's up to.
It was just a scratch.
Okay. Hey, we've got one more.
With our combined strength.
Here I go.
Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. Be careful.
Oh, great. We've got another scammer in the chat.
That was fast.
So were you.
Bam. Thank you.
Dang.
Here it comes. Leave it to me.
Done.
Is this what you wanted? With our combined strength this week. Now's our chance.
Eat this.
I'll send it on a journey.
Nice. Let's
Final
go.
turn.
Bomb. Bomb. Ah!
Pay attention. My turn.
Watch out.
I'm okay. Let's take it down.
Leave this to me. Make sure to dodge the attack.
Come on. Let's go.
Elimination complete.
It'll be the same result for next time.
Nice. We've got some more gems. That's 30, 40, 50? I think. 50? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to have a look. Yeah. Let's have a quick look actually. How many gems have we got currently? Back to okay, 105. Not enough to grab another one just yet. Let's continue. Once the final blow is dealt to the Wanderer, an intense tremor surges from the depths of my heart. but the resonance is unmistakably this time. It's akin to gentle waves brimming with power. A light, warm glow gently descends into my palm. Is this Chancia Hospital? The breaking dawn's light streams in through the window. In the silent corridor, the air carries a faint scent of disinfectant. Have we returned, Zane?
I'm here.
Aww. Yay! Roll back! As my hand is tenderly squeezed, I turn my head. Zane is next to me. Wait, I need to double check. Are we still in the proto field, or are we in reality? Turn around first. He's like, I don't know what to do. And turn back. No? She wants to check you exist. Though his expression has a bit of helplessness, Zane still complies.
Are you double checking or making me play a game of turnaround?
I'm confirming that Dr. Zane is the person with me right now. A burst of laughter erupts from deep within me, but in the very next second, I collapse onto the ground. His arms immediately extend to steady me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I reach out, but stop once I realize I'm holding something. I open my hand and see a protocol fragment. It emits a green glow. A fragment of the Aether Core. At least our effort wasn't for nothing.
You're back.
Dr. Zane.
Captain Willow and the others rush over from the opposite side of the corridor. Their expressions reflect a mixture of joy, relief, and
Are you two
concern.
okay? You're not hurt, are you? It's been 3 whole days since you were trapped in that wondrous proto field. Everyone's been worried sick.
From Captain Willow, I learnt that exactly 3 days had passed since we entered the peculiar proto-field. The patient has been relocated to a secure ward and is now out of danger following resuscitation. During this time, the entire hospital was protected by Chancia City's hunters who carried out a thorough investigation.
By the way, we discovered a strange device while investigating the ICU.
Speaking in a quieter tone, she gives me a sealed, transparent bag.
We found it hidden inside a flux stabilizer that was sitting in a corner. Almost went unnoticed. Ever since that incident happened in the ER, the hospital's flux stabilizers have been examined or replaced.
So, only recently did someone tamper with one of them. I take the sealed bag and show a grateful smile. I'll ask the association to conduct an investigation. Lincoln City, 3 days later. I open the door to Zane's home. It's quiet. Zane? I tiptoe into the living room. Zane's peacefully sleeping on the couch. Oh. The curtains gently flutter in the warm breeze. Light and shadows glide from his nose to his chin. Is he sleeping or... I move closer and place my hand over his chest. Phew, he's just sleeping. He must be exhausted. Approaching Zane, I kneel down to be at eye level with him. I carefully cover him with a blanket that has draped on the couch. The tension on Zane's furrowed brows dissipates. His breathing steady, his expression is serene and relaxed. I look at his face, the thoughts in my mind racing as I reflect on the whirlwind of the events that unfolded recently. You can finally rest. My watch vibrates. I leave the living room and answer Simone's call.
preliminary analysis results are out for the thing you brought back.
Tell me.
It has an intricate structure. Took me a while to disassemble it.
I'm gonna do...
I found a radio frequency chip that resonates with metaflux fluctuations. Basically, it's an energy transmitter. It can locate protocores and even attract wanderers via fluctuations.
A wanderer-attracting transmitter? As I recall, what happened... one figure stands out as the most suspicious, Carter. He showed up before and after the patient displayed abnormalities. I share my suspicions with Simone. She then poses her own question.
The complexity of this small device is far beyond his understanding, and even Xander's sciences.
Okay.
It exhibits highly advanced protocore technology.
Interesting.
Xander Sciences is a medical institution. There's no way they could possess protocore tech that rivals the association, right?
So, what are you thinking?
After the founder of Xander Sciences, Raymond, passed away, the company's future was uncertain. Only recently was it acquired by a well-known group.
I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is.
The shareholder right now should be... Ever.
Knew it. Knew it. Knew it was them. It's at that moment the fragmented pieces from information in my mind gradually lock into place from a cohesive image. Carter mentioned the patient at Chancellor Hospital had been undergoing long-term treatment at Xander Sciences. Raymond found the founder of Xander Sciences was in a similar situation. If the particular crystals in the operating room and the monsters in the N109 zone come from the same source, that means Ever is creating monsters. Of course they are! Yay! Ugh. Once again, Zane finds himself chasing after that familiar figure. Under radiant sunlight, cicadas chirp in the background while the pristine azure sky stretches as far as the eye can see. The sun sits on the edge of the city's high-rise buildings. The girl turns to him. She smiles. At least he caught up to her.
Finally.
He holds out his hand to the girl as she firmly grasps it. Oh no, not again. Not again! Not again. Yet the two find themselves tumbling back into the seemingly endless empty corridor. Black crystals emerge from his palm. They encroach on the girl's forearm. Sunlight is engulfed by darkness once more. Oh, he can't escape! Can't escape the bloody nightmare, can he? Right, bro is just constantly traumatized. Dear gosh. Alright, so we got anything? Did we get anything? Right, let's go back. Right. Get a drink. Got new stuff. So we go through these. There we go, and then I'm gonna grab that. 50 quarter stuff. Got any more? Got that one, I think. We've got a couple more that need unlocking, but I think we'll have that as we go through. I think I've got enough. Hey, let's grab another one of these. Bob, 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 bob. Nice. Okay, we've got 6. So I could probably do another one at some point, but let's go back. As several Aether core fragments were retrieved, Special Operations shifted focus onto Ever. Their involvement in every recent Aether Core incident was far too frequent to be a mere coincidence. The business conglomerate, which started in the biotech industry, isn't as clean as it appears at first glance.
Our positions aside, Ever's technological advancements are pretty impressive.
Simone sits next to me, slipping some ice cream into her mouth as she jabs the computer screen in front of me. At this moment, Ever's biannual product launch is about to be broadcast worldwide.
They can achieve things proficiently with machines, when people with Evolve couldn't.
Machines?
Andrew's voice came from behind a row of translucent displays.
Based on what I can tell, it's not possible for them to make consecutive technological breakthroughs in such a short period of time. Not through normal means, at least.
The frequency in ways Wanderers have been appearing these past few months continue to steadily increase.
During the broadcast, the spokesperson holds up a device that's about the size of a bottle cap.
We'd like to introduce to you our newly designed portable flux stabilizer.
We'd like to introduce Flex Time.
It can regulate the frequency of surrounding metaflux fluctuations, thereby stabilizing the protofield and reducing the likelihood of Wanderer materialization.
I saw this bone in The audience erupts in thunderous applause. Meanwhile, away from the screen, I exchange knowing glances with my team. They aren't doing this out the console. Oh, we might as... Leave time. Sounds like it operates the same principle as the devices that attract Wanderers, but it has the opposite effect. Ever made this gadget that we're supposed to believe is for the greater good, as if they aren't doing this out of the kindness of their own of their own hearts. Simone frowns at the screen.
This is nothing but a blatant provocation. We barely had time to suspect something was off before they brought out this product launch.
Yeah, they're being brazen about it too. It's like they're daring us to keep investigating with what we know so far.
That's unlikely to happen.
Oh, hello, Jenna. What you got this time? As soon as Simone and I hear Captain Jenna's voice coming from the entrance, we stand behind the Andrew nods at Jenna. Captain.
Captain.
The fact that they're hosting a high-profile product launch means they've already covered their tracks. They wouldn't take this risk if there were a possibility of us finding incriminating evidence.
Jenna walks over to the command desk and places a thick folder on it. The three of us gather around her.
The analysis report for the previous fragments has just come out. Let's take a look.
She taps the command desk twice. An irregular sphere structure appears before us. Oh, Aether Core.
They're from the same ether core. Based on its characteristics, we're officially naming it Spatium Core.
Nice. A spatium core that can manipulate space. I know of at least 3 different cores. Aether cores now. As more Aether cores appear, it's only a matter of time before the public becomes aware of this extraordinary energy source.
It's just that the fragments of the Spatium Core are held together by some kind of gravitational pull.
God, I have to itch my ear, itch the ear, itch. She points to the center of several fragments.
Right here. One fragment is missing.
Jenna leans forward, looking at us again.
Special Operations' next objective is clear. We must recover this crucial ether core fragment before further complications arise.
Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
It was gonna say
right.
captain. It's like captain.
There's something you need to know.
It's gonna be like captain. Text. With quick reflexes, Simone intercepts Andrew, distracting him under the presence of exploring new avenues for weapon enhancements with the recently collected data. Sometimes I keep saying data as data, but that's the American term. American and British terms I get so mixed up. Oh gosh. Why do I want to skip forward to Homecoming Wings? I know. Should I just skip to Homecoming Wings? Okay. Sack it. I'm gonna do Caleb's story, I'm sorry. I know I did this with Silas. I just can't wait. Let me do the thing. I'm like, I need the story out of order. I just kind of want to unlock Caleb. Me being cheeky, I know. We will get back to this one. Ooh, this one's Raphael's one. Ooh, we got a bit of Raphael's one, and then we got a bit of Taylor's one. Nice. I'm excited to see the boy again. It's been a bit. Okay, when do we meet the boy? When do we meet Caleb? When do we meet Caleb? Let's have a look. Oops. Hello, Silas, buddy. One of 3. Okay. Let's see. We need to put our girl in. I don't know. Do I like that look she's got? Do I like the look she's got? Let's see. Kind of wanna. She's had that look before. I'm gonna put some makeup on her as well. She is so cute. Oh, people's gonna stay that color. Giving her a bit of a look, making her look fancy before we go into a new story. Look at her, she's gorgeous. Michelle Gurley looks absolutely amazing. I'm going into... well, we gotta look pretty before we go in and meet Caleb. Let's go. Right, some lore things are gonna get confusing. My vision goes dark, everything blurs as the universe finds a strange stillness in its chaos, and then fades to nothing. A strong resonance pulses through my body. It stirs fragmented memories that drift like fading apparitions. A pale planet appears. It's strange yet familiar. And then there's an overwhelming force as silent as a black hole. It's massive. It's a massive artificial eye. Whoa, okay. That jump scared me. Let's go. It's been a while since I dreamt about the explosion. No, not the explosion. Looking back, those roaring flames feel like a surreal, distant nightmare. The searing heat in my dreams is still vivid, and the pain in my heart is gone. Maybe it's because the aether core within me has achieved full power. Okay, so we've gotten some of the other bits then, I'm guessing. Investigation dealing with anomalies incidents related to aether cores. The association secretly began Operation Aether Ordeal. Over the past few months, we swiftly and discreetly handled numerous anomalies and documented information about a new aether core. We term it the Spatium Core. That sounds weird. After completing several investigations, I learned how seemingly unrelated issues were connected in a surprising way. Silas' brief absence gave forces who coveted the Aether Core and the M109 zone an opening. Xavier's former teammates, who have gone separate ways, possess cutting-edge protocol technology. Their goals extend beyond just targeting Xavier. The strange black crystals are deeply connected to the old battle, causing Zane's nightmares to worsen. And with the watchful eye of some secret observers, Raphael is forced to quietly search for the power sealed within the tomb of the sea god. When traced back to their source, these unrelated threads are connected to one massive entity. Ever. The limited amount of evidence we have also suggests that Ever has the true mastermind behind the Bloom Shore District explosion. Interesting. And this is where the house exploded. You remember the house,
It's been a week since the explosion in the Cascade District. The Farscape fleet still has that region under lockdown. No updates, no details revealed about the investigation. The public is demanding answers.
Is the new fleet colonel defying the Hunters Association by prohibiting hunters from investigating? Would you say tensions are rising?
Deal with those reporters.
Understood.
The entire garden has been blown to bits. Hey, rookie, go investigate.
Yes, Captain. Captain. The fleet uniform didn't quite fit me. I subtly roll up my sleeves and put aside the rubble as I make my way into the garden. The energy trail I resonate with is faint, but it's similar to the one belonging to the Aether Core. The source must
It's
be
gonna rain
here.
tomorrow evening, and all traces will be washed away. Make sure to be done before.
The garden is in ruins. I bend down to dodge the fleet's soldiers and crime scene investigators wearing white gloves on the side of... It's right behind these bushes. I am gonna stay a bit longer. We may do till 10 because I want to know. The burnt vines twist through the vegetation. The silent oppression swallows even the faintest of sounds. Part the vines. Behind the layers of leaves and petals, it's as if a small hand darts among tangled branches. Oh, hello. I quickly reach out, but my fingers touch another scorched wall. The brief, vaguely familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air before vanishing. I knew it. Oh.
The dispatch request for the explosion incident has already been denied. And I know the details of this case are almost identical to what happened to you.
Learning against the control desk, Jenna slides a holographic screen in front of my eyes.
Rushing to Skyhaven at this critical juncture isn't a wise decision. If I suggested you don't get involved for now, would you consider it?
I'm sorry, Captain. Seeing the glaring denied on the screen, I try to calm myself. But even if it's unrelated to that incident, it might involve the Aether Core. There's no reason for the association to object.
It's not them who are interfering. It's the Farspace Fleet's doing.
The Farspace Fleet?
Skyhaven is a floating artificial island that consumes a large amount of energy. The fleet controls its power supply, which grants them a substantial amount of authority. Their new colonel, who's still in the Deepspace tunnel, is concerned about the confidential information related to the fleet, and so he prevents hunters from investigating.
Understood. I won't go as a hunter. I'll also avoid any conflict involving the fleet. Seeing my unwavering determination, Jenna shows a rare instance of exasperation, she sighed.
In other words, you'll encounter more than just Wanderers, should you choose to enter Skyhaven. If you're sure about this, then I can approve your request for a long vacation.
Hell yeah! Jenna's the goat. She's great. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain. Let's have a look at the chat. The day I arrived in Skyhaven coincided with the new fleet cadets reporting for duty. They formed a neat line along the transfer platform. While hidden in the shadow and thinking about how to blend in, I received an unexpected help from a recruit who decided to desert. In exchange for my silence, I took her place and successfully moved into the temporary living quarters for new cadets. When tasks were assigned, I relied on these cadets' burning ambition for flight duties, so that I was left with an unwanted ground support role, and it happened. As a result, I was brought to the explosion site in Cascade District. I never imagined to find myself in Skyhaven for a reason like this. Caleb? A cold metal chain touches my neck. It's the necklace I once gave to Caleb. Hi guys, do you know who's also another character in this game?
Find anything, rookie?
Wonder when he would come and we'd find out about him. You know, the one in the freaking explosion. With a stern expression, the captain walks over. I come to my senses and shake my head. Captain, I haven't seen anything suspicious.
Keep your eyes peeled and give it another once-over. If you miss anything, it won't be just you facing the consequences when the Colonel's starship returns.
Okay. Yes, Captain. I don't know what's with the new Colonel since he's butting heads with the association. Probably better to avoid him. I definitely sensed an Aether Core earlier. If they blocked off the area because of it, I need to move fast. I have a question. Captain. Usually explosions like these involve casualties or people who are severely injured. How can there be individuals who have gone missing? How did the fleet confirm this? I also heard we weren't sent here to test for traces
Don't
of...
poke your nose in places where it doesn't belong. Mind your own business.
Wow, someone's got a stick. Do you want to be more strict, sir? Like, my goodness. As expected, everyone in the fleet is keeping quiet about the circumstances surrounding the explosion.
Captain, a suspect just appeared. He showed up in HQ.
Hello.
What did you just say? The Colonel's starship will be on the HQ's runway in 10 minutes. Command issued an emergency order. We need to head back and deal with the intruder before the Colonel returns.
Oh no. They're already here? If this gets too chaotic, I might be able to use it to my advantage. Hello! Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go!
Colonel, everything is ready. We'll be landing in Skyhaven without a problem.
Oh no! Caleb!
Do we have any leads yet on the traitor who almost sank us in deep space 3 days ago?
Hello!
I'm afraid not. Maybe our navigation was off. It could have also been unexpected turbulence.
Did you think he was dead, guys? No. He works forever now. He works for the Colonel.
This trip was a test for the new fleet, Colonel.
Damn.
We are looking forward to me not coming back.
Oh.
Unfortunately for them, I already danced with death once.
Oh my gosh. Hello? Whoa! Oh no.
I will die again. It doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. You've chosen treason, so the consequences are still the same.
Damn! Okay! Crap! Oh no! Bam!
You don't need to return to Sky.
Holy hell! I didn't expect this introduction. But oh my. Bro. Whew. Oh dear gosh. Hello, Caleb. Oh no. Oh goodness, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Oh gosh. Well, you've met Caleb. We've met Silas before, so this isn't new. But this is getting intimidating. He is getting a bit more intimidating than Silas, I think. The fleet's command center is located in the highest guard station in Skyhaven. The island itself is surrounded by bright sunlight and cold air. A tall, thin man stands at the edge of the runway, his right hand raised high like a tree touching the sky. It trembles in the wind. The sniper had already taken position before we arrived. The suspect is clutching a detonator in his right hand, so they haven't taken the shot. Captain, he's wearing a fleet uniform. Is he one of us?
Storing weapons in his private arsenal and placing explosives in residential areas. Those are poised to provoke outsiders, so they'll be dissatisfied with the fleet and the new colonel.
Oh.
All units, the chance to prove yourselves is here. Pull yourself together, maggots!
I wonder who the suspect really is, and if he holds important information about this mysterious group.
They made me. The fleet forced me.
The fleet made him?
Look at the poor bastard. Driven mad by spending too much time in the deep space tunnel. Block all entrances and exits. Make sure no one sets foot on the runway.
Oh no. Following the captain's orders, the entire runway is quickly surrounded in an impenetrable net. Suddenly a loud buzzing fills the air. Is this gonna be our boy? It's gonna be our boy! Let's go! Or are we entering the ship? It's gonna be our boy. He's got freaking glasses on! Ah. Damn, he be looking fresh. Let's go. He's showing up with that, like, riz. He showed up like, I gotta show some, be impressive. Under the spectacle of lights, the new fleet colonel, who's been widely discussed, steps out of the sleek black starship. In an orderly fashion, he approaches the man at the edge of the runway. His words are muffled by the wind.
Joseph, you were chosen to be the pilot of a year-long deep space tunnel observation mission. Your outstanding performance 3 years ago was proof of your capabilities.
His voice sounds familiar. The crowd blocks my view, and I can only catch a glimpse of the figure through the gaps. His silver armband reflects a dazzling light.
You would have enjoyed the privileges befitting a skilled officer after your return. But 2 months ago, your wife and child died in the fleet's brig. Believing you revealed the fleet's secrets during your mission, you put your family under house arrest. They had died as a result. You're the person behind the Cascade District's explosion, yes? And you were trying to make a statement to the fleet by attacking its members.
You know why.
Joseph sounds as if his vocal cords have been torn. His voice unpleasant to the ear.
And yet the information I collected tells a different story. After your mission ended 2 years ago, you were suffering from the effects of long-term exposure to cosmic radiation. Your memories were severely affected. Hence, you received a prescription for the psychotropic drug Cybazin at the medical center. But you went ahead and increased the dosage on your own. You probably weren't aware that a Cybazin addiction can lead to cognitive dissonance and confusion. That's why,
no need to be a nerd,
after your
Caleb.
overdose, you accidentally killed your wife and child.
Oh.
When you recovered, you created a lie to escape from the pain of what you've done.
He speaks calmly, and then everything becomes quiet.
No, that's not possible. You made me do it. You planted a mind control device in me. It's that chip.
Oh. Horse voice is interrupted. Reality instantly distorts behind him. As a black hole appears, its edge is blurred.
Enough. You don't need to defend yourself anymore.
As soon as the colonel finishes speaking, the man and the detonator are consumed by the black hole in the blink of an eye. It quickly closes, and the clear sky reappears once more. Oh gosh. And now the edge of the runway is
Lock
empty.
down the command center. We still have an unidentified traitor with us.
Oh, damn it. The order is cold. Everyone snaps out of their daze. My palms start to sweat and my heart races. There's only one thought in my mind. I need to make a move. Whoever he's talking about, once they start, let's see, my cover is blown. For sure, I need to make a move now. Since no one's paying attention, I quickly turn around before I can move. I feel as though 1,000 grams have been dropped onto my shoulders. I can't move. This evil is... Oh no. Caleb, please. I'm really going out to buy some snacks. I'll be fine.
It's raining. And did you forget how you came back home injured? That was when you went out to buy snacks too. You should stay here.
Oh no. It's also the gravity evil. Oh crap. The sound of footsteps stops behind me. A long shadow is cast.
Don't move.
Oh boy. The moment the voice speaks, my blood freezes. How can blood freeze? Never mind. It's not because I'm scared. I heard this voice before. I know this voice.
I'll immediately start an investigation into her identity.
No need.
Oh,
I'll do it myself.
No. I don't like where this is going. Oh no. My mind goes blank. It's as if The noise around me has been filtered out. Caleb. It's freaking We found out. We've now realized who it is. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, we've got New World Underneath information. Hello. Yum. Have we got any other new ones? Nope, no more new. It's just that one, I think. Oh boy, here we go. Hello. I'm forced to sit in a chair used for questioning. Restraints emerge from it to secure my hands and feet. We are so done for. She is so done for. This is the interrogation room on the fleet starship.
The Colonel will question you himself. Good luck.
Oh no. Oh gosh. After the door closes, a harsh, iridescent light shines down from above. Oh no! Another light behind the one-way glass window. Opposite me turns on. I can only see a blurry figure. Oh, for goodness
I'll start
sake.
asking the questions. Please cooperate.
I don't like the sound of any of this. The icy air in the interrogation room gnaws at my chest. I take a deep breath and try to calm down. Girlie, I just zone out at this point. Colonel, I'm a small fish. Why are you personally interrogating me? I'm just a little fish.
The entire fleet with a fake identity. Can you really be called a small fish? Do you know what happens
I'm
to
just
people
a
who
little.
pretend to
I'm
be
just a
anything
girl in the world. Despite figuring out who I am, you didn't attack me. Instead, you brought me to an interrogation room. Either I committed a serious mistake, then pretending to be an officer, or I have a secret that piques your interest. The light behind the glass wall flickers twice and the silhouette vanishes. He enters the room without missing a beat, his military boots touching the alloyed floor. Oh no. Hello!
If you understand the situation, then let's go ahead and have a nice chat.
Hello.
Is it really you?
Show some respect to the Farspace Fleet's colonel.
Oh no.
That means he's definitely part of that group. How can a stranger look so similar to Caleb? I can't believe it. Sir, have we met before? You seem familiar.
You're wrong.
His name's literally Caleb, girlie.
But you look exactly like someone I know.
Watch your mouth.
Oh gosh.
There's more than one pair of eyes observing you in this room.
Oh.
The camera. If he really is Caleb, could there be a secret behind all this? All right.
Smart move. Good. Let's get started then.
What is this?
An interrogation, of course, and a thorough inspection.
That's...
Once we're done here, I'll return it to you.
We're so done for. We are so done for.
It belonged to someone from my childhood. He died in an explosion, like the one in the Cascade District. I miss him. Sir, can you tell me something? If that person hadn't died, would he support me even now?
In the Farspace Fleet, there are only soldiers and officers.
Then, what about you? Will you support me?
Do what you're told and don't cause any trouble. You won't get hurt then.
Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that?
What's this?
It's a mood tracker. The cameras in this room will scan your iris and facial movements before sending the data straight through a terminal. That, along with the monitor's information, will be analyzed to gauge your emotional stability. In other words, there's a catch. You can't lie, no matter what.
Damn it.
It's necessary. Be obedient and it'll be over before you know it.
Oh. He knows something. Maybe we're not so done for. Okay, bro.
Did you pretend to be an officer just so you could investigate the Ether Core? Be honest.
What? He knows about the Ether Core? What?
There's a camera.
I don't know.
I told you before, you're not allowed to lie.
I didn't.
Recently, there was a large energy explosion in the N109 zone, related to an Ether Core. At that time, you disappeared without a trace, and didn't check in with any organization. But you weren't punished upon your return.
Ah.
Our intel suggests you were in the N109 zone.
Yep.
I don't understand.
Allow me to remind you that we are in Skyhaven. We're above the clouds, and even the World Evol government has to abide by the fleet.
Oh. Oh
your
no.
survival here, and your chance at being able to leave this place alive, depend on your honesty and willingness to follow my orders. I will ask again. Did you come to Skyhaven for the Ether Core?
Is he really Caleb?
Answer me. Remember, the camera is watching. You must tell the truth.
Oh no.
The camera. He's reminding me that there's surveillance, so I can't say anything. I'm telling the truth. I'm not related to anything involving an Ether Core.
This is your last chance.
I don't know anything.
You passed.
You...
Why is like, oh, he's
Surprised?
just fucking...
Sure, it's been a while, but you already forgot about me?
No, don't play that.
It's
don't,
you, right?
Don't freaking play that.
Is there another me in the world?
It's like, oh,
Did I
cute, and
scare
I'm like, no. Yeah, bro, you can't just do an interrogation like that and go, did I scare you? Of course you did.
It is you. Caleb. I must be dreaming.
It's me. It's okay.
Damn it.
I'm back.
This is low-key really cute, but I also know, like, he also killed a man, like, but Silas is always killing people. Just in the background, Silas just using his evolves, just go kill people in the back, and we're just like, hey yo, it's fine, Dragon Boy. Meanwhile, Caleb shoots somebody, and I'm like, what? Yay, we've unlocked the boy! Oh, hello, Caleb.
So, are you done with work?
Almost. I'm at the entrance of Hall 2 right now. Come find me if
Well,
you're
I
finished.
am, but I need to head back to deal with some work stuff. I won't be able to make it in time to see you.
Right now? I was hoping we could have
Yeah,
dinner.
I'm already in the elevator, and my car is waiting outside. I can order some takeout for you.
It's okay. I'll just have dinner with my colleagues. When I heard you were giving a speech on behalf of the fleet, and that we'd be in the same venue, I was looking forward to it for several days. But we were so busy that we couldn't see each other. I guess I got my hopes up for nothing.
Actually, I did see you.
Really? When?
I happened to pass by Hall 2 during the intermission. But you looked busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. What's wrong? Did I misunderstand something? You were talking with a woman wearing a uniform for a while.
I was stuck in the room since she had walked in from the next hall over. I asked how things were going.
The next hall over?
Yeah, she just finished listening to your speech in Hall 1. She talked for 5 minutes about how handsome the Colonel is, and what a great speaker you are, and how approachable you
And
seem.
here I thought you were discussing something important, so I didn't dare to interrupt.
That's how we perfectly managed to miss each other.
It's not like we're never gonna see each other after this. I'm off next weekend. Why don't we plan something?
We can worry about next weekend when it's time. I have something else in mind.
But I'm about to leave. What could you possibly do?
Did you already get out the elevator?
I just stepped out 3 seconds ago. Your timing's impressive.
So, you're heading to the parking lot now?
Yeah, but it'll be hard to get down. The event just ended, and there's a long line at the elevators.
Oh, I have my own route.
What do you mean?
Look up.
What, you're planning to drop down from the sky?
I don't need to do that.
I see you.
See? Chatting between floors is a way to meet up.
Well then, Miss Hunter with a silly grin. What exactly did you want to tell me? You came all the way to the window.
I want to give Colonel Caleb a warning. Your colleagues might tease you in secret. They see you walking around with your head tilted up like that.
Don't worry. They're already used to it.
Oh, we got a load. We're just gonna reject all these ears. Have we gotten Caleb? Have we gotten the boy?
I'm not...
Let's see. We got
I was
the
waiting
boy!
for you. Where have you been? You said you liked this place, so I figured I should check it out.
Hey.
It's your secret hideout. Well, looks like there's one more person who'll keep your secret.
Hey! We got the boy! We got the boyo! Look at him! We got our good boy. Let's see, we've got a lot in the date category. We've got the bio side stuff with Caleb. Tender moments-ish. Loads here. The secret time stuff. I don't think... Actually, I've not unlocked any of those. We've got some new Caleb ones. Oh! These two are interesting. Okay, we got those. Got that one as well. Myths. We haven't unlocked any of the myths, which is interesting, but we have a lot of content to go through, which is lit. Got a new photo studio as well. We have a lot to go through, and we have unlocked the good boy. I think that's a good place to finish this stream. I think next stream I'll be probably most likely doing Veilguard, and we will finish. I will probably go back to our previous story and finish off that, and then we'll jump back to Homecoming Wing and do the rest of this. Because we need to go back to this one, Prologue of Tomorrow, finish off this, and all that, and then we'll go back and do Homecoming. And then in between each one, I'm going to do Caleb's story as well on the side, because we have a lot here to go through. So I may probably do those either off camera, depending, because I really want to get another card for this. So I may do some of that off camera, or I'll see how it goes. If you guys want to see some of the Caleb stuff, if I've already done it, I may go through some of that. If there's any particular character stuff, like character moments you want me to go through on stream, I will do. But I'm going to finish. Give Caleb some head pats. Yeah, give our boy some good head pats.
After going through a mountain of the fleet's data reports, my head is spinning.
Yeah. Let's go back to our boy Raph, shall we? Hello, Raphael. Hello. Our little fluffy boy. We didn't get to see him in our story today. Aww. Look at our little fluffy boy. Anyways, our little seal boy. Anyways, we are going to finish off the stream here. Once this card is over, because I'm not... Okay, so the update on the lad stuff is I am not doing the next card because I've heard it's a bit controversial. So I'm skipping that. I'm going to wait until Raphael's myth comes out, or it's rumoured that a new Raphael myth will come out. Whether that's true or not, who knows. But we'll wait until there's the next Raphael card and play on that one. But I'm gonna, in the meantime...
It's not like you to be tired this early.
Once this card is finished off with, I am going to try and get this name changed to Michelle. I think. Can I change it to Michelle? I want to change the name from Celia Francesca to Michelle, but can I do that? It's 300, that's the thing. But once that card runs out, I'm going to save up and get that, and I can change the name back over to Michelle. And we're going to keep that name and appearance until we've leveled up this lovely little boy's affinity. I want to match the affinity to at least about max, so we can unlock all this stuff. Currently, affinity-wise, we're at... I've given the nicknames as well. Silas is Whittle Dragon, we've got little Clamshell, Sleep, and I need to change Zane's one. I'll change Zane's ones to Snowman. There we go. I like that. Snowman, and then... Should I do apple slice? Like that. So we've got apple slice, little clamshell. Bobby Dragon. Yep. Bobby Dragon. There we go. Clammy. It's a clamshell. I need to find a better... Actually, I think a better one for Raphael would be Dolphin. Yeah. I've always liked that nickname. Dolphins are good as well. So we've got Bobby Dragon, Dolphin, and Apple Slice. Mr. Knight. I like that one. Puppy Dragon, Dolphin. Yeah. They all have nicknames. Let's go. Anyways, we are going to end that here, and I will be back on the next stream to do some. I think next, lads, we are definitely going to go backtrack, and we're going to do the previous story, and then we're going to finish off with Homecoming Wings, because I think that's the final ending. But I wanted to see if we can unlock Caleb today, so we had to jump forward a little bit, but we're going to backtrack and get the rest of the stuff. And then, yeah. And then
we can lose ourselves in our own world, but not for too long.
And then depending on what you guys want, I'll return to the game and we can do some story stuff or whatever, or we can talk about an event, we can have fun behind the scenes. If you guys want to come back to Lads in the future, we can do. But then after this, I'm probably going to move on to another Otoma game. I'm thinking maybe either returning to Wizardess Heart or doing like, there's a, let's see. Or we do Mystic Messenger. I think Mystic Messenger will be a bit harder to do because there's a lot of off-camera stuff I have to do for that as well. Same with Lads. Lads has a lot of off-camera things like the cards and things like that to do the story stuff. But and getting like content for like the full review and things and the audio things and all that good-ish. But for Mystic Messenger, there is a lot of off-camera stuff I have to do as well, so that's quite a slow one to play.
Even if you don't want to talk, you still have to eat
I'll
dinner.
probably do a poll on my Instagram or X or whatever after I finish Lads to see what Otoma game we want to do next. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Or I'll probably just like then move on to doing like Veilguard and things like that, our other two games. And then we'll come back to this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Raphael is there to say goodbye. And I will see you guys in the next stream. It will probably be after holiday seasons. I am currently
sleep early if you're tired.
Off on holiday for a week. For a while. So I will be off for a little bit. But the next stream, I promise, we'll try and do Veilguard next stream. Because we have finished off getting Caleb, so we'll come back, we'll do Veilguard, the big thing of Veilguard, and then we'll probably start doing our Sims series. I'm debating on doing Sims at Inzoy. I think I've got the Sims up and running again, so we'll do the Sims 4. Like, I think it's 100 Baby I was doing. We'll do the Sims 4 as well. So,
It's
yeah.
not like you to be tired this early.
I hope you guys enjoyed the